Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Brianna Wilson. I'm a certified dementia practitioner and the founder of Bambu Care, where you can find us at letsbamboo.com. So for today's video, I will be reviewing the wrap by Dignity Bath and Spa, and this is a cover-up for bathing. So we all know just how important it is to maintain a person's dignity throughout the entire bathing experience. And currently there are only a few products on the market that were specifically made to be worn during the actual shower. So when I ran across this product on Amazon, I was really excited to try it out. So we will see if my excitement stayed the same after trying it out, okay? So here it is, and I will give you a closer look at it as well as what it looks like on in just a second. But it cost about $30 and I did pay for it with my own money. Now, I thought the price was fine because its closest competitor cost about $150, but there is the saying that you get what you pay for, and so that could be the case in this situation, okay? Now, before I give you a closer look, let me share with you the packaging as well as the first thing that I noticed. So I would show you my packaging, but because I got it from Amazon, they literally slapped the label right on top of it so you can't really see it. But this is what it looks like, and it comes in a resealable pouch. And when I first opened this pouch, the first thing that I noticed when I took out this product was the smell. It had a very strong, sweet, chemically smell. And I don't know if that's because they use like a certain dye or certain product during the whole creation of the product, because sometimes when you buy shirts and stuff, sometimes they have a funny smell too. So I highly recommend that you wash it prior to use. There is no instructions that say you need to wash it before use, but I always think that's a good practice anyways. So the first thing that I did when I got it was machine wash it, which you can do, and then I air dried it, but you can also throw it in the dryer, okay? Now let's take a closer look at the material and product. So it says that it's similar to a swimsuit material, and what it actually reminds me of are those PE gym shorts from back in the day. Do you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. It has an elastic band around the top, and then it has these snaps for closure. Okay, and then it has these two slits. Can you see that? And then also a little strap for hanging if you want to use it, okay? Now, one thing that I will say is that these snaps are so tiny. So if I compare it to my finger, it's like smaller than my nail. So they are very tiny, and so if you have impaired fine motor control, you may have a difficult time buttoning these snaps, okay? Also, when I was first trying to take these off, like when I was testing out the product and stuff, like I felt like I was going to rip the fabric. Now, once you break it in, it becomes a lot easier to unsnap without feeling like you're going to rip the material. But I really do wish that this part where the snaps were thicker and reinforced, and that the snaps were bigger so that it's more accessible and friendly to people of differing abilities. So I will say that. Now, let me read to you some of the claims of this product and see if it checks the boxes, okay? So it says that it is secure and adjustable. So I will say that I do feel like it's secure once the buttons are snapped. They do not come undone unless you undo them. And it is adjustable because you can align the snaps however you want to make them tighter or looser. So that is fine. The next thing it says is it's a non-slip material. So the elastic band of the product is supposed to help it be non-slip, but even with tightening it, as the water weighed down this garment, it did start to slip. I had to pull it up on both myself and my partner several times throughout the washing process. Now, we were both standing in this situation, so if your partner uses like a shower chair, then it might not have the same weight because the distribution would be a little bit different because the whole garment wouldn't be weighing down like that, just the top, and then the bottom would just be how it is, okay? The next thing that it says is that it has convenient slits that allow for undergarment removal, and sure, we can agree with that. And then it says that it's made of swimsuit material that is lightweight and won't weigh the wearer down. Now, when it's dry, that is completely true. This is a very lightweight product. But as it gets wet, it does become heavier, and like I said, it does begin to slip. Now, I imagine if the person is sitting down, the problem won't be as significant, okay? Next, it says that the wrap keeps the wearer warm before, during, and after showers. Now, I do not completely agree with this because, for example, in my hand right now, it kind of feels a little cool to the touch. It's not really a warm product like that, but once it gets wet, whatever part of the garment is not still continuously receiving that warm water, it becomes cold, okay? So for example, if you're just putting the water on the front part, but you've already wet the back will start to become cold. Also, once the person gets out of the shower, this gets cold so fast. And this was like the number one thing that I did not like about this product is that when I got out the shower and we were transitioning from this product to a towel, this was so cold. I do not like cold things, and so that was very, very uncomfortable for me, and my partner had the same exact issue, okay, when we tried it on him. It also says that the perforated fabric doubles as a washcloth and quickly rinses clean. Now, this is true. Now, I don't know if I personally would want to use this on my private areas just because of that initial sweet chemically smell that I smelt, but obviously that's everyone's own prerogative. But it does lather really well and it does rinse clean easily. So that part is true. Okay, and then it says lightweight fabric dries quickly, and that is true as long as you have it completely spread out. If you don't have it completely spread out, whatever part is overlapping will take longer to dry, but of course that would be expected, right? And then the last thing it says is that it can be machine washed, which is true. Like I said, when I first received this product, that is the first thing that I did. So it is washer and dryer safe, okay? So those are some of the claims. Now, let me share with you a couple of other things that I didn't quite like about the wrap, okay? So inside of the zipper pouch that the wrap came in also came this card. Now, this is just a thank you for your purchase card, but on the back it says helpful hints. The wrap is designed to not fully close, exposing the body to as much water as possible while still covering privates. Rotate towards thigh. Laser slits cut into the wrap are to aid in undressing and washing. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I do feel like this recommendation was an afterthought because people were running into issues with sizing, okay? Because if this were to be wrapped around with this being the center, so let me just put it on, but I also have a clip for you. So let me put this on and then I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like when you use the center as the center and snap it as appropriate. And the slits in the back are even, which I also have some footage of as well. Now, for a larger set person, if it were to be too big, this gaping slit would be right in the private area. So of course, the recommendation would be, well, don't put the slit there. Put the slit to the side. That way, if there's a big gaping section, it's on the side of the person and not in the front. So I honestly do believe it was an afterthought, and for that reason, I would say that this product probably could have been designed and sized better, because once you do turn it, it puts the slits in a interesting location, still functional for the most part, but you have one slit on the side, and I have footage too, but since I already have it on, and one slit right in the center where your butt is, okay? So that's just what I would say about that. Now, another thing that I didn't love is that because this is a pretty thin material and the type of material that it's made out of, once the water hits it and it becomes soaked, it does cling to the body. So in order to functionally use these slits, you are going to have to pull the fabric out from the body to be able to rub inside. So it is a bit cumbersome, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's still doable, but it is a bit cumbersome and it feels a bit inefficient. And you also will get your entire forearm wet, which for some people, not a big issue. But like I said, it does feel a little inefficient. And then lastly, I will say that continuing to maintain the person's dignity while taking this off and replacing it with a towel was very challenging, even more so because this garment became so cold. Now, I did figure out a method that kind of worked, and it's a method that I've used for other reasons in the past, but essentially, the person would hold the towel long ways like this, right? So I'm just going to put it under my chin because I don't have anyone to hold it. But anyways, and then you would unsnap the garment. Okay. And then that gets it off of them right away. And then you just turn it and wrap it around them like that. And I'm sitting on it, but the garment's off, okay? So that was like the easiest and best way to do it, where the amount of time that the cold wrap was on them was very minimal and I could immediately get it off. But this is going to be pretty much sopping wet. I did have to kind of wring out the bottom before getting out of the shower, so you might want to do that if you don't want to make a mess, okay? But those are my honest thoughts based on my experience with this product. Now, I will say that my partner did not like this product at all. I don't think he enjoyed the experience, any part of it at all. I personally do believe that it could use a lot of improvement as far as, like I said, the design and sizing goes. But I will say that if maintaining your person's dignity while showering is a barrier to showering, it is a garment that you can try out and see how it works for you all. Because even with the flaws, right, it's still a functional product, but you probably will have to experiment with it to see what works best, and especially when it comes to it becoming cold. Because for me, that was the most uncomfortable, torturous part of the product. But if you can figure out that part, I think this garment can be a functional way to maintain the person's dignity while still getting the shower done, okay? So if you are interested in trying out this product, even after my review, I am going to link it down below. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. If you've already tried out this product for yourself or you purchase it and try it out, let me know how you like it, okay? So until next time, bye guys.